Here we have a file server with various folders we want sets of users to access. We've already created shares and local groups to control that access. However, staff on office computers currently have no permissions to do so. To get started with MicroTunnel, we will simply browse to the website, click Sign Up, and create an account. After retrieving the verification code from the email, we'll paste it here. The account creation will quickly complete, and we can now create our first organization by entering a descriptive name. For the time being, we'll skip inviting other technicians. Now, we can copy the organization ID using the provided button. We need that to install the agent on the servers and workstations. It is simpler to install the agent using your RMM tooling, but here we'll use the generic PowerShell script provided on our public GitHub repository. The script is executed here with no arguments at first to return samples of the correct method for running the installer. We'll supply the organization ID copied earlier along with the -SVR switch to install the server agent on this computer. While the installation completes on the server, we'll jump into our RMM system and use the synchro installation script copied from the GitHub repo to install to the workstation agent on the organization's other computers. Since the installation is done, we move back to the MicroTunnel dashboard and open the servers page to adopt the server once it checks into the system. After adopting the server, we will instruct the server to import its groups, since we already created the ones we want to use locally on the server. Of course, this is optional, and you can create new groups from MicroTunnel to sync to servers. While those are queuing up for import, we can see that one of the workstation PCs has already checked in, and we can import its users into MicroTunnel management. Since we have no users in MicroTunnel yet, we'll import them all as new users. It looks like the group import from the server has completed. On the Groups page, we'll simply import all of the groups into MicroTunnel management. Back on the Devices page, it looks like the second computer is ready for adoption and user mapping or importing as needed. Now we'll go to the Users page and assign staffers to the appropriate groups based on the requirements of the customer. Over on the exam room computer, we can see that James now has access to the server shares as defined by his group membership. And as required, he is denied access to the shares he should not have access to. Over on the reception computer, Ian is already able to access the files appropriate for his permissions requirements. Permissions in a simple or vastly more complex scenario are easily controlled from the MicroTunnel dashboard. User group membership can be managed from either the Groups page or Users. Changes to group membership take only a few seconds to take effect for the user, so technician time is freed up to do more valuable and interesting work. Read about the other features of MicroTunnel, such as auto-adopt, network name, and token rotation on the MicroTunnel documentation page. We hope you find MicroTunnel as useful and easy to work with as possible. And feel free to click instant feedback at the top of the dashboard to send us suggestions on how we can improve your experience.